文法. Do you like grammar? No, no, I know. No, I don't like grammar either. But you know that grammar, honestly, grammar is becoming less important. It's not as important as it used to be. Grammar for writing is important, but talking, many Americans, their grammar is terrible. You know, 如果你要去美国，他们的文法不好，真的。their grammar is terrible. But the most important thing about English and about any language is understanding, right? Comprehension. Like if you understand what I say and I understand what you say, that's all that matters, right? Right? So let me ask you guys. I know you like English. I know you love English. I'm just joking. She's right, don't be shy. Right. But let me ask you this. You guys, you are in second year university at this school. How about you guys? When I say guys, I mean Trimbua. You guys are what? First year? Second year? Second year. Okay. And the four of you ladies? Second year? All of you? Yeah? Excellent. Okay. So, you know, if you are in second year university, you know what that's called in English?
Sophomore.
Yeah, you saw it right there. Sophomore, right? I wrote it up there. Sophomore. Freshman is first year. Second year, sophomore. Next year, you will be juniors. And then finally, seniors. Can I ask these, because these three questions I like to ask here at the school. The first one is your name. So I need to know. And by the way, you don't know my name, do you? You don't know my name. Nobody asked me. You want to know my name? My name is Brandon. Brandon. Ulandan. My Chinese name, but you can just call me Brandon. You say it with me, ready? Brandon.
Brandon.
Well, that sounds good. One more time. Brandon.
Brandon.
Not Brian. Not Brad. If you say Brad, I will cheer you today. Brandon. Okay? Last week somebody said, hey, Brian. I was like, ugh. Brandon. All right? It's good to see you all, guys. Yeah, this is supposed to be a fun day where we're just going to relax. I've got the internet and a big TV, and we're going to talk about English and talk about what you like and what you don't like. Today I want to focus on what you do like about English, because the truth is English is probably the most entertaining of all of the languages. You know, Hollywood, movies, music. Not that there's not Chinese music and there's not Chinese movies, but you know, the movies that are really, really big, those are all those English crazy Hollywood movies, right? So, and the internet, there's so many amazing things to see. English is a beautiful tool. You know, Taiwan and Asia, but because we live in Taiwan, let's talk. Taiwan, the school, the education system is not great sometimes. For learning English is what I mean. For learning any language. The truth is you should not take a test and then they give you a score. You know, in Taiwan we have a lot of tests, right? Every day, every other day, we have tests. And the truth is when you take a test on language, well, that's a problem, because language, you have to make mistakes, right? You have to. That's how you learn. And we punish you for making a mistake. We do, and it's bad. You need to make mistakes when you speak. Everybody does. I make mistakes in English, and that's my first language. I'm sure you make mistakes in Chinese, right? It happens. It's a language. So when we give you a number, you know, 分数 for all your a score for all your tests, it's a problem, because then it makes you not confident, right? It makes you scared. It makes you worried to talk, right? See? Right? Right? You get shy. So, yeah, basically, my job is to talk to you about English and find out what you think about it, and whether you want to continue. I don't know. Some of you, maybe you, don't want to live in Taiwan forever. Maybe Taiwan is, I love Taiwan. But maybe you want to move to another country, right? You know, Taiwan, the best thing about Taiwan are the people. The people are what make this island so great. But a lot of people, especially young people, are leaving Taiwan. You hear this? Do you hear that they're leaving? Because you go to school 4 years, right? You get out of school, and your salary, 你的薪水很少, right? It's hard to get a good job. In Taiwan, it's difficult, especially when you're, 25 and you only make, maybe 1 month, 1个月是3万, 4万. That's not very much, right? Very, very low. So, a lot of students, a lot of Taiwanese students are moving to China, Shanghai, Beijing. But they're also going to other places. They're also going to they're also going to places like, I don't know, they're going to Australia, Japan, even America, USA. So I'm going to ask you guys that too. First, I want to know your name. You know my name is Brandon. What's your name? So what's your name? Hi, Melody. Nice to meet you. Very good to meet you. Good. And what's your name?
My name is Nicole.
Nice, Nicole. Good to meet you, Nicole. Excellent. Here.
My name is Peggy.
Peggy. Nice to meet you, Peggy. Good. You don't worry, by the way, don't worry if you don't have an English name, if you don't like the English name you have. Tell me your Chinese. Go ahead.
My name is Jen.
Jen. Nice to meet you, Jen. Excellent. How about you?
My name is Priscilla.
Priscilla. Ooh, Priscilla. Queen of the Desert. Very famous movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yourself?
My name is Erica.
Erica. Nice to meet you, Erica. Excellent. What's your name?
My name is Kevin.
Kevin. Good to meet you, Kevin. Nice to meet you.
My
What's your
name
name?
is 林志勋.
林志行. So 志行.
勋.
勋. 志勋.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. 志勋. Okay. Nice to meet you, man. Good to meet you. Now, all of you, this question number 2 right here. Number 2 is your major. Have you heard this word? Your major? Yeah? Major means your big subject that you focus on, that you study. What is your subject? I take it you 4 are the same? Yeah. Yeah. The 2 of you are the same? Yeah. And the 2 of you, the same. Okay. What is your major? You 2. Kevin, just you.
My major is architecture.
Architecture. The 2 of you, architecture. I see. So you guys are architects, studying to be architects. Excellent. Yourselves.
Our major is visual communication design.
Visual communication design. So like visual communication. Visual is this. Communication is the talk. And design, 设计师. Like, what do you make? Websites? Do you design? What is it that you design? Stuff. That's awesome. I don't know. Yeah, stuff. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Good. You design stuff. All right. Good. How about the 2 of you? What do you do? What do you do? So you do is it International Business Management? IBM? Yeah. Okay. You do international business management. Okay, so there you go. Each field. All three. No wonder you're here. Because if your English ability is up there, the chances of getting big jobs are much higher. Especially for architects. I know many architects in Taipei. I know 4 because my dad is an architect in Vancouver, and he works with people from Shanghai and Hong Kong, and 1 Taiwanese architect. Very, very funny guy. Anyway, and the 4 of you, I have no idea what you do, but I think it sounds like you do design on computers, yes?
Yeah.
What do you use? Do you use like Photoshop? Yeah. Do you use Illustrator? Adobe Illustrator? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you do signs for picture like posters and things, or maybe websites, or design for apps? No? Can. Yeah, you can, right? You sounds like your skill can go many places. You can do many things. That's great. That's great. Okay. So we already asked what year you went. Oh yeah, so now I'll do this. Do you want to stay in Taiwan? What do you think? It's a big question, right? I know that's a scary question too. What do you think? I know maybe you don't think this. Where do you think 5 years from now? Where do you think you'll be? Here with me in this room? No. 5 years from now, where will you be? What do you think? Why don't we go around this way? You should.
Stay in Taiwan.
Stay Taiwan, yeah. Stay in Taiwan. Okay. Excellent. Yourself? What do you think, Kevin? Stay in Taiwan. Try to find a job in Taipei. The 4 of you, what do you think? What do you think?
In Taiwan.
Where, Erica? Where?
In Taiwan.
In Taiwan. Stay in Taiwan. Okay. Stay over here. What do you think?
I know, I've got 3 options.
You got 3 options.
Yeah.
Where?
Either in Taiwan, try to find a job, or I go to England because I want to have a master's degree, or I go back to my country,
Where's your country?
Indonesia.
Indonesia. So you got 3 options. It's good to have options. It's good. Excellent. Yourself?
In Taiwan.
You stay in Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Taiwan. Taiwan too. Just stay here. Yeah. China. Only China. Yeah. I'm here in Taiwan. I live in Taiwan for 8 years now. 8年多. But I'm going to probably leave Taiwan in March next year. Yeah, 明年3月 I'll be going to Shanghai. Shanghai from March until August. 3月到8月. Right? I'm going to stay there for a little while and work and make money. You know, China is where you make money. Taiwan is where you have a good life. Taiwan is a great place to live. It's just the money is less, right? For me anyways. And maybe for you in your field. Taiwan, to get a